Jurassic World Rebirth trailer review. A little bit of a new segment for us. A lot of trailers coming out lately. We had the Fantastic Four come out yesterday. This is all anticipation of the Super Bowl, which is this weekend. We usually get a lot of trailers or big commercials for things coming out in the summer. And we're kind of on that summer push. So Jurassic World Rebirth finally here. I wake up this morning and I see that we have a 2.5 minute trailer. And I was like, this is what we're talking about. This is what I want to see. Something that's going to get me excited. So in the trailer, we see Scarlett Johansson, who's this spec ops person who's put on a mission with Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali, who have to go to one of the islands, or it's one. This thing happens where a new island just kind of pops up in the Jurassic Park franchise, and so they're going back to the original research facility, which was abandoned at some point, and they need to get some DNA for medical purposes. They're like, there's 3 big dinosaurs, and we have to get their DNA. It's got medical healing things, going to change the world. We got to go get it. So that's our basic mission. So we have our 3 main leads. We get to the island, and adventure ensues. We see glimpses of dinosaurs. They have to go up to a big pterodactyl nest and try to extract DNA from an egg. There's running. There's jumping. There's Scarlett Johansson with guns. It's cool, man. I was really excited for this. Lot of adventure in this. It takes me back kind of to the original movie. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, I think Jurassic World Rebirth looks cool, and I'm pleased to say that because I was struggled the last couple ones. Like the Jurassic World series really started to get off the rails and really started to struggle under the weight of its own universe. Like dinosaurs got off the island; they're just in the real world now. It's cool. Everybody's cool with dinosaurs being around, and this looks like a fine return to form of okay, we're on an island, smaller story, incredible cast that I still can't believe they got. I remember when there were rumors that ScarJo might be doing a Jurassic World series. I was like, no way, she's too big for that. She's not going to do that. Here she is. Looks great. Gareth Edwards directing, of course, who did The Creator and formerly Godzilla before that. So my man knows how to do big monsters. He does big sci-fi. Jonathan Bailey's hot off the set of Wicked. Mahershala Ali's a lot of fun. Seems like a banger. You got big dinos in it. I like this 3 dino quest they're on, right? We got to get from 3 different dinosaurs, and it looks a bit like they're doing like an air, land, and sea thing. There's a pterodactyl ancient nest that they're in, and then they're getting attacked by this giant gator thing in the water, and there's some kind of rancor beast that people are checking out online and trying to like freeze frame and figure out. We'll put it on the thumbnail. Like I like it. This is smart. This is smart. This looks fun. This looks something I could go watch in a movie theater.
Yeah, so one of the things about these kind of new dino designs is they're getting around this by saying that there's basically mutants. Like this was the island where they researched, and there was some stuff that was too extreme for the park, and they just left it on the island, and it's since been able to like grow and fester into some sort of like mutant hybrid dinosaur that we're going to see. So we see glimpses of that in the trailer. We don't really get a clear look, but they're definitely, packing in some surprises on this.
Yeah, and I like the like Lost World setup of like the rich guy who's hiring a couple of mercenaries and an archaeologist to go out for money, right? It's the best driver of any of these Jurassic Park movies. Much like Jurassic Park 3, same gag, right? Like, why are we going out there? It's incredibly dangerous. We're gonna get paid, of course. Like, what better reason? Like, it's great, simple, straightforward, fun. Hopefully some good dino action. Seems like a banger. Like seems like good work all around, and really pleasant after seeing the Fantastic Four teaser yesterday, and that being pretty relatively underwhelming. I think we have another video up on the channel about it. Like that was just kind of fine. It was a teaser. This is like a nice fat look, dude. Like you get some monsters in here. It's great. This is everything I want in a teaser.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that I want to see on the big screen when I'm in the theater this spring. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting with ScarJo because she's, she was obviously in the Marvel franchise for the longest time as Black Widow. And so she kind of, I think just needs something else. And what better paycheck than to headline Jurassic Park for the next three films probably. And I don't mean that I don't mean that in a derogatory sold out way. I mean, like, as you age as a celebrity, you kind of want the job to get easier, and this looks like a lot of fun. It's guaranteed success. It's gonna earn $1 billion over the summer.
Yeah,
no doubt,
dude. I think it's gonna make a ton of money, and I think it's the first of 3. I think that's kind of the angle. I don't know if Gareth Edwards is attached to all of them, but I feel like I remember reading that somewhere. I don't know if anybody's attached to all of them, but I do think it's going to be weird in July when this comes out. I wanted to ask you about it. This is coming out next to Fantastic Four and Superman. Big month. Big month at the summer movies, right? Like somebody's going to suffer. Who's taking the hit? Originally, I thought maybe Jurassic Park. I figured Fantastic Four was going to be hot. Superman will be cool. Now I'm not so sure. I don't know. This looks pretty good. I think people will turn out for this.
You can always bet on dinosaurs for sure. And this comes out over the 4th of July weekend, which is one of the biggest weekends for movie going. And it's coming out on July 2nd, which is 2 days before the 4th on a Wednesday. And so they're going to get that Wednesday, that entire long weekend, run right up until Superman. So it's got plenty of time. Superman's will probably do well. There's a lot of hype for that. These are both like these big 4 quadrant films as well. Take the family, like if there's one, again, I talk about the 2 and 3 movie a year crowd. This is one of the ones they're probably going to see. I think Fantastic Four actually might be the one to suffer because it's going to come after 2 big blockbusters. It'll be 2 weeks after Superman, about 3 weeks after Jurassic World. And it's got an uphill battle. Again, that trailer yesterday really needed to kind of hype us up more, and it kind of remains to be seen how that movie's going to do. I'm sure it'll do fine with the comic book crowd, but it may not hit that 4 quadrant nest that these Jurassic World and Superman are definitely going to hit.
It's true. Jurassic World's got everything, including a child on the island, which is baffling, but seems to work in every movie. But you're right. It's 4 quadrant. We got to get kids to come, right? You need the teenagers to come check out Jurassic Park. You got to have somebody on the island who's a little younger. Kids can connect to them. Boom. You're on your way. They're in the dinosaur movie, right? Like it's got something for everybody. It looks good. It looks fun. I'm curious where it's going, but maybe we'll find out more in that plot. Maybe the reason they're getting these serums or whatever will lead to whatever's next.
Yeah, the kids, just to comment on that, the kids part has always been a part of the franchise, from the first one in 1993. And the kids are kind of a star of that one as well. They get more annoying or less annoying depending on which movie you're in, but you always got to have them. And again, it's an antagonist for kids to identify with, and again makes it fun for the whole family. So we'll see how they treat the kid element. At one point in the previous Jurassic World franchise, they got really weird where one of the kids was a clone of a guy who was rich and like was part dinosaurs. It got really bizarre. So I feel like they're pulling it back in. We're getting back to basics.
God, I remember the dino DNA thing. You're right. I think she did have some clone stuff going on. It was a mess. Like the Jurassic World movies were getting to be a mess. Jurassic World Rebirth looks like a much tighter entry in the franchise. Bring the parents, bring the kids. You'll love it. And that's Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm glad we got to get together and talk about this. We haven't done many of these. This is something kind of new for the channel. I think people like this stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about this stuff, especially as it's happening.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, hey, if you guys like this, come check us out over on the channel. We got more videos. Hit the sub button, subscribe somewhere around here, like, and we'll catch you next week on Off Script Film Review.